Birgit Haugen with Superscum.com, and we are here at the Rockstar Mayhem tour stop in Englewood, Colorado, and I have Petter from In Flames, bassist, with me. How's the tour been treating you guys so far?
Really good. We're having a good time. Great shows, great attendance, and just a fantastic hangout. All these festivals are always great. Because it's like a back-to-school party. You just hang out with old friends and lots of familiar faces all the time. So it's great.
You guys played a lot of big festivals in Europe and also just came off that Sonic Sphere festival. How does Rockstar Mayhem compare to any festival in Europe, if at all?
Well, it doesn't really compare, no. The Mayhem is different because first off, the main stage is mostly amphitheaters. There's a lot of sitting down crowds, which we kind of hate, because playing in front of a sitting down audience is no fun unless you're a Slipknot to actually make them sit down for a while. But and then the smaller stages, or the second stages, or whatever you call it, are parking lot stages. It's like very small, very punk rock, which is amazing. You're very close to the audience, and it's so much fun. As a side to the European festivals, where it's always huge stages, huge attendances and stuff. So this is very much more interacting directly with the audience. It gets more personal.
So in your answer, I can assume that you prefer to play smaller venues, well, not in the States now, smaller venues where the fans are right there compared to amphitheaters better?
I wouldn't say I prefer, because it's an everyday basis, but if I have to choose from playing in front of a sitting down audience and a small stage like this, then definitely the small stage is my choice. I mean, it's rock and roll. I don't know why they have the seats.
Yeah.
And I just
you
don't
don't
get
see
it.
that in Germany, right?
Exactly,
in Europe,
exactly.
Yes,
Doesn't matter. Everybody stands up.
Now, you guys played all over the world. Is there a market that it's harder getting into than others?
Well, the US, I'd say, because if you're a band from Europe, you have to go over so many times and keep on playing here do like 4 or 5 tours in a row. And we have been doing that in the past, but as soon as you take a year off or something like that, then you kind of have to rebuild it over again. So it's really hard. There are so many bands these days as well, so the market is, it's just overwhelmed. Just look at this festival. There's like 20 bands or something like that, So it's a really hard market, but at the same time, it's a very grateful market because people appreciate what you do. Yeah.
Your new album, Sounds of the Playground Fading, scored #1 in Germany.
It did, yeah.
It did, and in your home country, #2. Were you surprised at that? Germany. No.
Yeah, no, I was really surprised. I mean, I was obviously expecting #1 in Sweden. No. But yeah, Germany definitely. I mean, I never sit down and wait for the results. I never try to expect anything. We got good indications from like a midweek sales and stuff, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. So when it came #1, I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. And then I realized that it's actually it's very cool. It's very huge and rare, I guess, for a band of our type of music to be #1. So that was awesome. Yeah, it's really cool.
Go Germany!
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Now, this has also been your first album without Jesper. And Niklas is playing guitar instead.
Yep.
Was he the obvious choice because he played with you guys before, or did you actually had tryouts?
No, he was the obvious choice. I mean, he saved us so many times when Jesper cancelled last minute, so he knew us, and we've known him for so many years. We've known him for so many years, and he's a good friend, and he brought in a new energy to the band. He came in and he's so happy with everything. He just runs around on stage, and that's contagious. For us, being in this band for a long time, dealing with a friend of ours who was sick, it brings the whole atmosphere down. So when Niklas came in, it was just positive for everybody.
This also was the first album, and of course that Jesper didn't write. Do you think the sound changed a bit because he was not part of the writing process?
No, I actually don't. I mean, obviously he has some input, or had lots of input, might be that some parts wouldn't have been there or would have been different, but at the same time we didn't go in and try to change something. Everything just always comes natural. It might sound like a cliche to say that, but that's actually how it is. I don't see it being all that different even if he was here. It was always moving forward in the best way we could, you know.
How many songs of the new album do you play live on your limited set list today?
2. Yeah.
So Deliver Us.
And one more. It's Where the Dead Ships Dwell. Yeah, like then we're gonna add more for the European run, obviously, but it's a short set.
Tell us about that, because you guys have a headlining European tour afterwards.
Yeah, definitely. We start in September. We start with the south and southeast parts of Europe. Then I think we go to Russia after that, and then we do mainland Europe a little bit longer one together with Trivium, for instance. And obviously we're going to play more songs then, you know. We always try to make a longer set so we can have a little bit more of everything, but obviously always focus on the last 3-4 records. Yeah.
Now, a lot have changed since In Flames recorded their first album. Social media, downloading, you know, all of the YouTube stuff. Do you see that as a pro or as a con in today's music business?
Well, I don't like. I hate downloading. I really do. I hate it. I mean, there's the payable downloading that I buy from iTunes. I think it's really easy and it's fairly cheap and you know, accessible. For a smaller band, I think it can be good because then it can you know, spread the word a little bit, like tape trading was in the past. You know, you had a lot of tapes and you copied and you sent back and forth.
Tape trading, look at you, nice. I remember that.
Yeah. But I mean, it's overall it sucks. Just look at the music business. You know, it sucks. People, if you do this as much as a band like us do, we need to make a living off of it. You know, and with the downloads, it's getting harder and harder, which eventually is going to bring the music business down. So it sucks. I don't download, kids.
And if you do, pay for it.
Yeah, iTunes is a really good way to do it.
Odds and ends question, I asked that every band on the bill. Prior years, all of the bands on Rockstar Mayhem were in charge of a themed after party.
Yeah.
Are you guys in charge of one too? Have you had one? If not, what are you planning on doing?
I heard about this. We're talking about it now because supposedly it's everything is going on before an off day, and we don't have any off days. We fill them with our own shows. So
you play tomorrow with Kingdom of Sorrow and stuff, right?
Yeah. So we'll see. I'd love to have one. And the theme beer and sausages. I don't know. We'll see.
Cool. Any last words to your fans?
Thanks, as always, for appreciating Flames. Thank you so much for the support live and, you know, record-wise and everything. We love you.
Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Danke.
Thank you, Sarah.
Dankeschön.